even with like a more futuristic look, like what they're becoming?
I don't really look at it that way. I'm just, it's a cliche, but I'm just thinking about tonight and go to New York and we'll think about the Nets. And, you just, big picture wise, I can tell you I'm really happy with the development of our young guys. They're all playing well this year, and they're developing well with a lot of hard work, and so it's exciting to see them play well. But beyond that, I don't spend too much time thinking about it.
As a former guard, of course, in the NBA, and as a coach of Steph Curry, one of the best guards to ever play the game, what are your thoughts on Trae Young and how he's progressed throughout his career and the season in which he's having thus far?
He is a handful, when you come and play here or, play against Atlanta. You watch him on tape, just his incredible passing ability. And obviously to go with the shooting range, you have to go out and guard him way out on the perimeter, and then he's just got such an incredible knack for finding his teammates for lobs, cross-court threes. He's just got a great knack for the game, and makes game planning very difficult.
Coach, I've just got a Paris question for you, if that's okay. Obviously, Manila didn't end the way you would have liked it to do without a medal, but recently the pool of players available for Paris was announced. And with no disrespect to anyone who played in Manila, I would say the super elite of the league have already nominated LeBron, KD, Steph. How exciting is it for you knowing that going to Paris, trying to get redemption for what happened in Manila, you're going to have the best of the best to choose from?
Well, I had an incredible experience last year in the World Cup, and obviously we didn't win, and that was disappointing, but it was so much fun coaching that team and coaching with the coaching staff, and being part of USA Basketball. It was amazing, and part of this deal now really it's a 2-year commitment. You've got World Cup and Olympics back-to-back now, which is different from the old days, and so it's taken on a little bit of a different shape, in terms of who's playing, and most guys aren't going to play back-to-back summers. It's just, it's an awful lot to ask, and so the two teams will end up being quite different. But like I said, I had an absolute blast last year, and I'm really excited about the Olympics too this summer.
And Noah Lyles, the American track athlete, caused some controversy last year when he said the NBA champion shouldn't be called the world champion. Yeah. He didn't say anything that the NBA league wasn't the best in the world. Everyone knows that. No one's going to dispute that. But as someone who has international life and basketball experience, where do you stand on that? Do you believe the NBA champion has the right to call themselves the world champion, or do you believe that should be reserved for like winners of the World Cup or the Olympics?
I really don't care. I'm going to be honest. that just sounds like internet fodder, and I'm not interested in taking part in it. It's two different sports in a lot of ways. The FIBA and the NBA, the rules are completely different. I don't know. We've been lucky enough to win 4 championships here, and our banners say NBA champions, and we're very proud of that. And they don't say world champions; they say NBA champions. And I never give it a moment's thought.
Coach, how do you expect this game to look different than the one 10 days ago? I know that you talked about Trae making game playing difficult, but also, there's Serge out for you guys, and then on our end, you've got Sadiq Bey, and, Dre is back as well. So how do you expect the flow of this game to look different?
I think it would be very different. Atlanta was kind of reeling when they came to San Francisco, obviously without Trae. I think it was the last game of their road trip. They had lost a couple in a row. We're catching them on the upswing now. They're playing well. Had a great win last night. I watched the game today, and they're really playing at a high level offensively. They're tough to stop, and Phoenix has a hell of a team, and for Atlanta to take care of them like that was really impressive. So there'll be some personnel changes with Sadiq out, Dario out, as you mentioned, but we got to be ready. We've got to be able to put up a stand against their offense and everything that Trae does, all the points that he generates with his passing and shooting. It's a tall task.
Stephen, at what point, if you can pinpoint when your championship core gained the respect of the young players?
Gain the respect.
I mean, when did the young players gain the respect
Oh.
of your championship core?
I think it's an ongoing process that starts as soon as a player arrives. You know, each player develops his own reputation and gains respect based on how he operates each and every day. And I think the young guys who come in and just keep their head down and do their work and you know, show respect to the veterans, they automatically gain respect in return. As far as trust, that's a little different. You know, trust is, I think, you know, being able to impact winning, being not just coming into a game and you know, and playing well, but trust is really earned over a period of time where you really prove that you can impact winning, and that's something that all young players are, you know, have to work for at the beginning parts of their career.
And by the way, you have a Super Bowl prediction?
Niners. You want to score?
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of it. I'm just going to randomly throw out 24-23.
Okay.
We got that on tape in case it actually
I
happened.
think that would not cover.
World
Would not cover
champions of
that.
football.
That's right.
Did, Sarge, do you know if he'll join you?
I
with-
think he's going to meet us in New York.
Okay.
That was the plan, but I don't know if it's confirmed yet.
And then Moody, did he have another workout today?
Worked out today. You know, he's still finding his rhythm, getting his conditioning. So I suppose there's a chance. Could be New York. Might be, you know, at the end of the trip, just because that would give him a few more days.
What are you seeing with Clay right now? I know you didn't close with him. I think in either half yesterday. Where do you think he's at right now?
Clay's playing well. You know, he's important for us for a lot of different lineups. The way we've closed is really more a reflection of how the games have gone the last couple games. Brandon gives us another playmaker. That lineup is, you know, it's different. Our starting lineup is different with JK and Wiggs. And so having Brandon out there with that group has looked pretty good. And as long as that group is doing well, I won't hesitate to close with it. And vice versa. If you know, if a different group is out there playing well, we'll close with that group. But you know, with the starting lineup changing, it's changed some of the combinations off the bench with the injuries. So Clay's had games where he's played monster minutes, and then last night played less. But all part of it.
Steve, was there like any moment or like a tangible point that has kind of started this upward trajectory of JK being just like downhill playmaker type guy right now?
It really did sort of sneak up on us. It's really interesting to watch because, you know, and it's a good reminder with young players that you really do have to be patient. But you know, we've been trying really for a long time to get him to attack and take up space. And you know, if he's on the perimeter and there's a lane to the rim without the ball, go to the rim. You know, catch the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable in there. And it just took him some time to see those patterns and to really feel them. And I think there's no question the additional playing time has given him more confidence. But what we're seeing in terms of him attacking the rim, going to the free throw line, and really making an impact, it's beautiful to see. But you know, it's a reminder again. You just don't know when something's going to click, but something has clicked, and it's really fun to watch because he's earned it. He's been through a lot, and he's earned it.
The amount of like on-ball inverted pick and roll stuff you guys did last time in Memphis, like caught a lot of eyes around the league. What different dimension does that add for your offense?
Well, you know, we follow. If you've been following our team, you know, obviously we had the starting lineup to start this season with Wiggs and Looney, Draymond, Steph Clay. Just didn't click, and we gave it a really good look. And that lineup won a championship, a year and a half ago. And that lineup has been one of the best, I think the best in the league the last couple of years. So, we gave that lineup a really long look. We had all the games missed from Draymond. We had some struggles early on individually. So we've kind of shifted these last few weeks. We've shifted kind of lineups, and we're shifting our style, and it definitely helps Wiggs and JK, and it's given us a different look, and we're having some success, and so we'll keep exploring it.
Hey, Steve, just a quick thought about formulating a national team. With the differences in the rules between FIBA and the NBA, how much do you weigh player selection versus the rules of the game, the way it's going to be called in Paris, to putting the team together? Does that even?
No, it's a
is
huge
that a
part.
consideration?
Huge part of it is the FIBA rules, the style, the fact that there's no illegal defense. You could sit in the paint. The fact that FIBA doesn't reward the manipulation of the game like the NBA officials do. It definitely factors in. In FIBA, you desperately need two-way players. You need size across the board. The teams are physical, the games are physical, and they're going to let a lot of stuff go that in the NBA is just cheap fouls. And so we factor all that stuff in. And it's even with my FIBA experience as an assistant with Pop, a few years ago. Last year, it's still kind of you get smacked in the face. It's so much more physical. You think going in, and you want to warn your players. You want to try to prepare them the best you can, but it is totally different game.
Thank you.
Thanks. Cool. Thank you.